Feedback Friday expectations. I'm going to go ahead and explain what the expectation is for Friday. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Google Classroom and go over to classwork. You're going to scroll down to where it says Friday. So, it says feedback slash content science. In here, there is a feedback Friday checklist posted. That checklist looks like this. So, I'm going to go through what exactly this is going to look like. So content work, geography or science, this week it's science. So you'll go back to classwork and below there will be a science activity posted. Then it says check Monday's reading work and check Tuesday's reading work. So I'm going to go ahead and go over what the expectation is for reading when you're looking at your teacher feedback. We're going to go back to classroom to work on our reading feedback. So there's Monday and there's Tuesday, and you're going to go through both. What you might notice is if you turned in your assignment, it's going to say returned because you can't edit it once you've turned it in. So Ms. DeHaven and I have gone through and returned it to you if you turned it in. Click here. It's going to look like this. If you do not have a check mark, you either did not complete the activity or your teacher left a comment on the activity telling you what you need to do. So journal entry, it says double check. So I'm going to scroll down to my journal entry. And you can see a teacher comment. So I commented and said, awesome job including so many details and transition words. Don't forget to use your writing checklist. Please edit your writing and make sure your proper nouns start with a capital letter. For example, all of your I's should be capitalized. Thank you. So I'm going to go through and check my proper nouns and make any changes. Then I would click this check mark. Then I'm going to go back up. What's the next thing? Reinforcement work. It says double check. So let's go look at that reinforcement work. Starts here. Let's see. We'll scroll through each page. This page looks good. No comments there. This page, oh, it looks like we maybe worked a little too quickly and got a couple of these wrong. And this is what happened a lot on a lot of your guys' work. You skipped a page. So I put a little whoopsies and it says, it looks like you forgot to do this page. Please finish this page for me. So go ahead and finish that up and then you will mark it as resolved when you're finished. So I know you've completed it. This one, good to go. The next thing on our checklist was the read aloud. So you're going to scroll down. You don't even need to scroll down if you don't want to because it checked off. You did an excellent job on your read aloud. There's no feedback for you. And finally, the reading log. A lot of us forgot about our reading log this week. What you need to do is you can either go back to your reading checklist and there's the link to the reading log here, or I've linked it in here for you. So you can click here and then you'll fill out your reading log for the day that it is. So for what you read back on Tuesday. If for some reason you can't remember exactly how many pages you read, just give me your best guess. So once you have reviewed all of your feedback, what's going to be really important to do is that you're going to go back and you're going to turn it in. So you'll go to, if I was working on Tuesdays, I would go to view assignment, turn in. The reason you're turning it in is so that your teacher knows that you have fixed or reviewed all the feedback that they've given you. So if I had finished mine, I'm going to go back to my Feedback Friday checklist and I'd check off Monday. Once I turn in Tuesdays, I would check that off as well. Now we're going to talk about math. Math is very similar. It just looks a tiny bit different. So you're going to go back to classwork, scroll down, and go to math. So for example, if you clicked on Wednesday, you would click in here, and it is going to take you to your feedback for math that looks like this. So Ms. DeHaven has left a comment for you because the work isn't within the slides like it is in reading. So you would go here, add puzzle. You did a great job, excellent job on a puzzle. You got all of them correct. Exit ticket, good job. You got a 4 on the exit ticket. Wow, great job. Alex checklist / Alex reflection. Looks like you forgot. You forgot to go on Alex and fill out the reflection Google form. So what you would need to do is go back to your math checklist and you would click on this link and it would take you to your Alex reflection. So you can fill that out. You would then go to view assignment and turn in if you've reviewed all your feedback. Then you would go back to Google Classroom and you would do the next day's work. So you can go back to your Feedback Friday checklist and you could drop down for Wednesday. You're going to do the same thing we just did, but for Thursday's work. So when you have finished your Thursday's math review and turned it in, you're going to drag that check box down, and then you only have one part left, completed self-reflection for the week below. That is right here. And that is, it says, drag me to reflect on your effort and understanding this week. So if you felt like reading was great, you would do 4 stars. If you thought math was great, you would do 4 stars. If you felt it was okay, you would do 3. Content, maybe you weren't really feeling so great about it, or maybe didn't put in your best effort, you might put 1. So you're going to be honest with your feedback with your teacher so that we know how to help you. You guys can go ahead and get to work.